Hello, Barely Bay here, and I just finished some pretty lengthy sessions of playing Gambit with some clansmen, and I do have some opinions, I have some ideas, and I ended up making a loadout for kind of my role I played in the group, and what I'm going to be starting with on the 4th. So just to cover the beta for Destiny 2's Gambit was on the 1st, and that's what we just got finished doing. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I play Hunter with Gunslinger using Trip Mine and the 6-shooter. 6-shooter is really great for when someone comes in and invades you, goes through that portal to come at you and knock out your tokens. You can shut them right down with the 6-shooter. A little bit more consistent. You do lose damage on the boss, but it's more of a defensive role, and that's just kind of how I went with it. Exotic-wise, we're using, actually, I would consider 3 right now. We're using the Prometheus lens, which is really great for clearing ads, which we'll go more into in a moment. We're using the young Ahamkara's spine. I'm sorry, I butchered that, and I will do that all the time. Using that because it enhances the trip mine, which is very powerful, among other things, which we'll cover in a moment, as well as the Scatterhorn vest, which does other things, which we'll cover here in a moment. These 3 play in tandem. So this kind of just drops orbs, it's consistent, and this connects with the Scatterhorn. So let's go ahead and start covering some of this. Let's start with the spine. It rolled in the new fashion. It has some super handy buffs. For starters, energy weapon loader slightly increases the reload speed of any equipped energy weapon. This allows me to keep the uptime on the Prometheus lens as active as possible. That way, if my roll is on cooldown, I can still reload it really quite quickly and get right back to beaming. That's the whole point, if I ever even have to reload, right? Like, well, that's crazy. But that helps with the uptime. As well as the grenade launcher scavenger. When I pick up grenade launcher bullets, special ammo, I get extra. I get extra reserves, which is huge at the end of the game when things are tethered, when things are melted. If you have even another bullet or 2 of the play of the game of that grenade launcher, you're getting in a lot more damage. It can make a big difference on that late game push. So that tandem right there, that connection was huge, and it actually really helped me out a lot. Moving on to the Scatterhorn vest, this is what more connects, this kind of supports this and really improves this. The Scatterhorn vest really supported my auto rifles here. What it did, unflinching auto rifle aim, reduced flinching from incoming fire while aiming auto rifles. That was huge again on the uptime for the beam, keeping that focused, making sure I'm getting those light enemies down so that we can get those tokens and get them fast and never stop shooting this bad boy, this strong boy. We just kept doing damage and just kept going, and things fell quickly and kept momentum. It was very, very useful. And it also helps with the origin story. Being able to aim while all those like Taken or Cabal or what have you are shooting, doing all that damage, it's nice to be able to keep those headshots consistent. Plus with the masterwork on handling it, it just went a long way. There's one more perk on this though. The auto rifle reserves. Increases the amount of auto rifle ammo you can carry. Supports this a lot, but what really helps is the early game Prometheus lens. When you first start with the Prometheus lens in Gambit, you start with about 100 in your clip and 100 in reserve. That's seems like a lot, but it really eats through ammo quickly. What that does, the Scatterhorn allowed me to have 150 in the reserves, which really actually improved my early game quite a bit. It let me get maybe another 2, 3, 4, 5 enemies down. Allowed me to get maybe even a small enemy coming at my opponents, and it helped with that early push. And I don't know what to say other than that 50 ammo. It made a difference. It made a difference in the start, and it gave us momentum. Overall, in my experience when I played a supportive role. I got enemies down quickly. I'm more of a PvEer, and it just made sense for me, which is why I took the defensive stance with the gunslinger, why I have the things the weapons and armor I'm using. That's how I justify it, and that was my role, and this is my setup for it. So hopefully that makes sense, and that is an explanation of kind of, why I did what I did, why I like what I like, and yeah. Overall, my experience with Gambit was good. There were some disconnects which were disheartening, but once the game launches on the 4th, people will actually be able to rejoin, which they'll completely fix that. And besides that, it was just nice that PvE people can do their part. PvP people can do their part, and they can work together and just get stuff done and, play together as friends. It was really kind of a lighthearted, fun little thing with some loot thrown in. So I think with some time, with some love, this could be a really fleshed out and fun part of the Destiny experience. That being said, that's really all I have to say. So thank you for watching, thank you for hearing me out, and have a good night. Thank you.